Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Dasbodh. Today happens to be the Dashak Sahava and Samas Nava means ninth chapter. Saar Shodhan. Saar means gist, the crux of the life. What is that crux? He's telling in one sentence that you have to become realized soul by thinking rationally, by thinking what is good, what is bad, and you have to become one with the God and live a life as a paramarthic life, live with the God and become an yogi, the bhakta, and live a life as a work is worship at every moment. Live a ethical life with all humanitarian values, live for a cause, for being enlightened soul and making everybody enlightened and living a life like I want to create Swananda Bodha pattern or Anandavana Bhuvan or utopian idealistic life everywhere, something like that. I mean, that should be the aim of your life. But at the same time, it may happen or may not happen. You should try for that. But first, you have to become an enlightened soul, a realized soul, and live as much as possible ideal life. Okay, you are human beings, so if I had to keep a glass here in place of that, I'll keep it here. I had to keep the floor at the feet of God. In place of this side, a smaller this side it will be kept. Sometimes, I mean, a small mistakes or small things here or there it may happen, but we should live a life for a cause as a devoted life towards the God. So, in one line, he's saying, live a life for a God, for to become an enlightened soul at all the times, and try to make others also enlightened. समास नववा सार शोधन. सार मीन्स जिस्ट, द क्रक्स. श्रीराम गुप्त आहे उदंड धन, काय जाणती सेवक जन, तयास आहे ज्ञान बाह्याकाराचे. Now he started giving the examples. A rich man is there or a king is there, for example. What happens? He tries to hide his riches you can say, but in it becomes righteous in fact. So he will show only 1% of his wealth, only 100 diamonds he will show, only one or a couple of kg or 100 kg of gold he will show. Rest of the things he will try to hide. Now where he hides, he has given a lot of examples. Sometimes he might hide it under the sea or under the inside some well or inside some kind of in some mountains where how to go and where to go and where exactly that place is only that person and his generation to generation that place has been passed on, something like that. So now Gupta hai udanda dhana, काय जाणती सेवकजन. So his servants will not be able to know. तयास आहे ज्ञान बाह्याकाराचे, because they know only this small things. They know it this is the palace and all those things. They don't know the inside story. Now Sant Ramdas is saying we have been born to know this is our palace, our body is our palace, and mind, brain and internal soul is where our the best of the best richness, the richness of the wealth of the God is been kept inside. We have to search for that, unearth it and live a life beautifully. गुप्त ठेवले उदंड अर्थ आणि प्रकट दिसती पदार्थ, शहाणे शोधिती स्वार्थ अंतर्यसे. So all the wise people search happiness and good thing inside themselves only. Many a times you may get good company or bad company or any kind of company, but your own company should be good for yourself so that you can excel in your life towards enlightenment, towards self-realization. That is what it is saying. This OV is saying, and that is what Sant Ramdas is saying. I say दृश्य हे माईक पाहत असती सकळ लोक, परी ज्यासा ठाऊका विवेक, ते तदंतर जाणते. Now, whatever you see, yet drishtam tad nashtam, whatever you see is going to get perish. In fact, whatever you cannot see also is going to get perished someday, sometime. Everybody knows this, Sakalok. Parijasa talk. But those who know this and live a life of worth, a life of values, humanitarian values, they only knows what is the real value, real wealth which is hiding inside ourselves, and they only try to unearth it and live a rich life. Now, who that person is, that is immaterial. He could be, he or she could be housewife, a king, a queen, a laborer, or maybe person working in mine, a person working in the agriculture land, person can be teacher, person can be this or that. Even as I told you last time, even any kind of species can become an enlightened soul. That example also we saw last time. द्रव्य ठेवून जळ सोडिले, लोक म्हणते सरोवर भरले, तर याचे अभ्यंतर कळले समर्थ जनासी. Now, like I give you the example, Sarva, a lake is there, and or could be a tank, or could be a well. You know, the water is filled over that, but below the surface or the bottom of, in fact, the wealth is kept by the king. But that king only knows it. Now, what he wants to say, that when your mind becomes ruffled, a lot of thoughts are coming. So, below the thought inside your mind, you go down and see the calmness and of the infinite soul. That's all we can say. And only wise people understand this. Abhyantaragale means you understand what is inside your mind. Samartha Janasi, only those wise people who are powerful people, real powerful, those who understand themselves. Jitam Jagat Kena, Manohina, who has won this world, who has conquered his own mind only. So that kind of Samartha people are there. That kind of powerful people are there. They only understand this. Now, conquering this world and all fantastic things, that is not in our domain. तैसे ध्याते ते समर्थ, तेही ओळखीला परमार्थ, इतर ते करीती स्वार्थ दुष्य पदार्थाचा. Now, this realized soul, they try to understand God, live with it for all the times. Paramartha means knowing the God and living with it at all the times. Rest of the people, they are involved into their egoism, selfishness, and they get involved into all the drushya thing. They want to grow big, earning money with a positive cause and with ethical things is okay, but they want to earn it by any way. They want to do anything and everything. No, we are not like that. They get involved into that. When we are on the path of Paramartha, we should follow ethics and values and moral values, humanitarian values. In fact, all the rules and regulations and that are must. A Paramarthi person cannot drive a car from the wrong side. For example, sometime, for a smaller distance, suppose a huge road is there, for small road is okay. But all the times they are driving on the wrong side, they are committing every kind of crime. It should not happen. That is what he wants to say. काबाडी वाहती काबाड श्रेष्ठ भोगिती रत्ने जाड, हे जियाचे तयास गोड कर्मयोगी. Now, this is a karma yoga, means karma yoga means work is worship. Okay, whatever you do, whatever you sow, you will reap. Every time it is coming. Now, those people who feel life is a stressful life, they want to, I hope you understand the way I am speaking. The life is very stressful. It is very difficult for us. So, it is difficult for them who think that body is themselves. And in fact, they might have put into that kind of situation by the devilish minds, in fact. And so, it is our duty to speak out. At least once in a while, you have to speak out. What is truth? What is not truth, what is good, what is bad. Rest, then you have to live in the hands of authorities. Okay, that is a different domain. But those who feel the life is stressful or it's very difficult for them, you just try to understand that there are people who are living a rich and magnanimous life, magnanimous mind. With magnanimous mind they are living, and they feel that they are every day realizing something new of the God inside and out, and they are living with the God. And every day is some kind of new ratna. Ratna, it doesn't mean always the good pearls and the diamonds and all those things. Every day are learning something new and becoming one with the God. At all the times they are devoting each moment towards God, and that kind of learning, earning is there inside their mind, and their life becomes very sweet with such kind of karma yoga. That is what he is saying. एक काष्ट स्वार्थ करीते एक शुभा एक वाटिती एक नव्हेत किम द्रुपती सार भोगते. Somebody is involved into bad things and somebody is involved into good things. So those who are involving into good things and doing good to others, to the self, they live a life like Swananda Samrajya ke Chakravarti. Drupati means they live a life, king life, king size nahi, king kind of life. You are showing richness and all those things. That is only people call it that only the richness. The real rich life is you have become a harmless creature. You have become a harmless soul. You are helping a lot of people. You are living a soulful life, a silent life, a purposeful life. That is real richness. Just remember, rich life doesn't mean live life king size and they bring a lot of cars and all of fantastic things are there, so many guards and all that. That is not his mean. A person who belongs to God, he doesn't require any protection. God protects him. That kind of rich life he lives. ज्यास आहे विचार ते सुखासने झाले स्वार, इतर जवळील भार वाहतची मेले. Those who live with the God live a sukhasin. Sukha means living with the God. They are riding on the Paramartha. They are riding on the yogic path because they have become one with the God and living a life like a yogi, the bhakta. So it becomes simple and good life for them. Others, they don't realize this and they live a life. The way they live a life that is not worth, and they get flown away into some other kind of life. With that life, they will not achieve the self-realization. They will not attain the mukti, the Brahma Jnana. They will again get born into 8.4 million birth cycle. That is what he is saying. एक दिव्याने भक्षिते एक विष्ठा सावळीते आपण वर्तेलाची घेती स्वाभिमान. A person, he lives always, he is into his that state of mind where he is always eating the nectar. Means the soul is immortal. He's always living in that immortal life. Body is going to get perish. Others, they cannot eat that amrit, the food, the so the people who are living with the God, they get the amrit, means good things. That soul becomes immortal and you become a living legend. And there are people who do whatever they do, but they do it with egotism and all those things, and they get flown away into this world and they perish by achieving nothing. That is what he is saying. सार सेवेचे श्रेष्ठी असार घ्यायचे वृथा पृष्टी, सारा असाराची गोष्टी संज्ञानी जाणती. Now those who are really great people, they live in this with the God, live with the gist of the life, that is living with the God, and they live with what is good and what is bad, and always choose the good path, humanitarian path. And this Only wise people know sadhyan. Those who have become realized soul, trying to become realized soul, they only understand this. Janiti means understand. You see, at the end of the day, Brahmadhyani, Atmadhyani, Sadhyani, then Satsanga, Sannyasi, Sadhu, and then Fakir, then there are so many words. They have all have the same meaning, that you become one with the God. That's all. Infinite soul. All these have Sat means God. Sat Jnani means good Jnani. Sad Jnani means Jnan, a person who knows what is God. Jnan, even knowledge is also God. Jnana Devedu Kaivalya. And that is, it itself is a Mukti and Atman Brahman Jnan. Gupta Parisa Chintamani. Now next. Gupta Parisa Chintamani. Now you know that stone. So I hope you know Gupta Parisa Chintamani. Even Gupta, hidden truth. What is hidden truth? That is God. What is truth? Truth is God. Now, Parisa Chintamani. Paris means that is a mythical stone, a touchstone, which if you touch to the iron, it becomes gold. Chintamani. So you have to become yourself inside like that. That if you inside you, your mind touches the God, and God touches and you touch the God, you become one with the God for all the times. It has become a golden. Chintamani. Chintamani means whatever you think, that pearl is there, Chintamani. It fulfills your wishes. There are so many, there are other examples I have been given. Prakata khade kaach mani gupta hemaratna khane prakata pashana mrutika. So Chintamani happens to be with the king of the gods, Indra. So you live with that Chintamani, that God all the times, he fulfills your wishes. What kind of wishes? That I should become an enlightened soul or something like that. You don't ask fund. Why should you ask 1 crore rupees? $1 million or something. Why should you ask? Because that is going to get perish. So that is what he is saying. Prakata khade katsmari gupta himaratna khane prakata pashana mritika. So you get involved into this as much is required, it's okay, but you demand, greed is harmful, not need. That is what he wants to do. The other people, they go after money. Hema means the gold, Ratna means the diamonds and all those things. Mrittika means even earthen pots and all those things. Okay, so you remain one with the God, he'll fulfill all your wishes inside your mind, and that is remaining one with the God. He wants to tell that, and that is the crux of the life. Avha Shankha Avhavela, Gupta Vanaspati Amala, Eranda Dhotre Bhusala Prakata Sebbe. But these are very rare. Chintamani happens to be with Indra, the king of the gods. Now Avashanka, the conch that has a right hand like this, and they blow it like that. So right hand, for you might be looking the left. So the right hand conch are very rare. Gupta Vanaspati Ambola, like Vanaspati means that Jadi Buti, for example, Ayurvedic medicine happens to be inside the trees or plants or shrubs. So to get such special Vanaspati, Hanumanji has to travel from Lanka to Himalaya for Sanjeevani Buti, because that is rare. So such kind of people and such kind of minds are rare. That is what Ramdas Swami is saying. But Eranda Dhotre Bhusala. But other trees are many everywhere available. So you try to become that kind of rich person inside your mind, magnanimous mind, inside your mind that has become one with the God, so that you live all the times with the infinite soul of God. कोठे दिसेना कल्पतरू उदंड सेरांचा विस्तारू पाहता नाही मळी आगरू बोरी बाबा उदंडी. Now you try to become yourself a kalpataru. Do you become one with the God? He will fulfill your wishes. You become that kalpataru that fulfills your own wishes of becoming one with the God. Because if you ask something that, oh, I want to become infinite, again next time you want, I want to become infinite, so become infinite only, no? And infinite has no end. So you become one with the God at all the times. And you become a rare person, in fact. उदंड सेरांचा उस्तरू पाहता नाही मळ्या गुरु बोरी बावा उदंड. Because kalpataru happens to be, kalpataru means the tree which fulfills your wishes, happens to be again with the Lord Indra, the king of the gods. Chintamani, kalpataru. Then kamadhenu also is good. Kamadhenu means the cow which fulfills your wishes. So you become rare person. Other trees are many. The nuts tree, this tree and that tree, so many are there. But we are destroying all these kinds of trees, and we are creating the environmental catastrophe that we have to stop. That is also important. Kamadhenu janije indre. So Kamadhenu means, already told, that the cow which fulfills your wishes. You ask something, it gets immediately fulfilled. सृष्टीत उदंड खिल्लारे महद्भाग्य भोगीजे द्रुपवरे इतर कर्मानुसार. You try to become one with the God, He'll fulfill all your paramarthic wishes, not the samsaric wishes. I want to be billionaire, I want to be this, I want to be king, I want to be that, I want to be most powerful. Nothing is like that. In this world, there is nothing like most powerful, there is nothing like most rich, nothing like most beautiful, nothing like this and that. Something is always there which is more powerful, more rich, more beautiful, more this and more that. Even good side and bad side, both side. Okay, it is there. Always it will be there. And you try to remain one with that God who happens to be Chintamani, Kalpaturu, Kamadhenu, who fulfills your wishes of paramarthic wishes, not samsaric means not everyday life wishes, so that you remain all the times one with Him. That is the crux of life. And that is a bhagya, means that is the super luck, in fact. And karmanusa means you perform work is worship, and then that God will remain with you for all the times. You become one with the God all the times. That is true. That is also true. He is saying, नाना व्यापार करती जन अवघ्याचे म्हणती सकांचन परंतु कुबेराचे महिमान कोणासीच नाही. Lot of people do businesses that everybody thinks he is great, he is very rich, he has this, he has that, he has such connection, that connection, he can talk to his this person, that person, he has this and that. But you don't have that much money as Kuber had. Please remember, all the examples are, have limitations, but try to understand the crux of that. Already I said, people think they are rich or powerful or most talented, most knowledgeable, the biggest, the greatest, the this and that. There are so many concepts. GOAT. Somebody said greatest of all time. GOAT. Greatest of all time. I said it cannot happen, because always there will be someone, at least once in a while or something, who happens to be better than that person or entity or whatever, event or whatever. ओके. तैसा ज्ञानी योगेश्वर गुप्तार्थ लाभाचा ईश्वर इतर ते पोटाचे किंकर नाना मते धुंदिते. Like this person will be jnani, the knowledgeable person who becomes one with the God. He will become yogi, yogeshwar, who remains one with the God. He will remain bhakta. He will remain in the heavenly state of mind. Guptardhala. Gupta also means God. Guptardha labhacha Ishvara. He can become Ishvara, infinite soul of God. He can become one with Him. Rest of the people, they try to find out ways to fool the people, to earn the money, to make themselves great and all fantastic things. But this person will always try to remain one with the God. And this is the gist of life, to remain one with the God all the times. तस्मात सारते दिसेना आणि असारते दिसेचे ना. सारा सार सारा सार असार विवंचना साधू जाणते. साधू sadhu, sannyasi, fakir, heavenly father, Allah, Paramatma, Brahmadhyani, Atmadhyani, Satjana, Bhadralok, whatever you may say. Everything means realized soul who have become one with the God. Anybody may rise and anybody may use so many words, and for anybody that is not the thing. Here, the meaning is realized soul, enlightened soul, wise soul. Okay, so these people know Sarasar, what is good, what is bad. But what happens? People see only bad things and all those things, and they try to get involved into that, get flown away into that state of mind and destroy their life. It doesn't mean that sadhus and sants they don't see bad things. Even Ramdas Swami told what is good, what is bad to Shivaji Maharaj, and uh, even Sant Tukaram also said what is good and what is bad. And they have faced all these fantastic things, and every age, every kind of ages, and since years it is going on. Even Dhaneshwar Maharaj faced not getting food. Sant Tukaram was made to sit on a donkey and was, in the town he was, like that he was carried and all those things. Sant Ramdas also faced a lot of bad things in life. Those things are not coming up, it doesn't mean that. So we know those things because this side of my family, they belong to that family. We know what he also has faced. So he also faced bad things, but they know what is good and what is bad and what is major good they have to do, and that is why they become realized soul and guided others as well. And you have to become sadhu inside, sannyasi inside. Your mind is sannyasi, satnyasi, living with the God, touching the God, satnyasi. Nas means to touch. Okay, so Ram Raksha is said like Shiro Mera Ghatu Bhalam Dashrathatmaja, like that, by touching that, so that your body becomes one with the Ram and you yourself become one with the Ram, and you live a powerful, a simple Paramarthic life. Okay, Satnyasi, Sadhu means that person who is wise person living with the God. Deva, God means generator, organizer and destroyer, but that God also lives with that Paramatma, Brahmadhyani, Atmadhyani, Rishi, Muni, Brahmarshi, Rajarshi, all kind of things are there. They evolved later. A king Rishi, Rajarshi, Raja means king. Brahmarshi means a Rishi having Brahmadhyani. Ultimately Rishi, they are Rishi. They are living a life like a Rishi, realized soul. इतरांचे हे काय सांगणे, खरे खोटे कोण जाणे, साधू संतांची एकूणे साधू संत जाणते. फॉर अदर्स I don't know, but sadhu and sant, saints and sadhus, they know each other very well, and what is truth and what is untruthful, they also realize it. So we have to become sadhu inside our mind. That is very important. Wise person you have to become. And if India's population is 1.5 billion, for example, you don't tell me there are at least a single person is not there. At least 150 are not there. At least 1,500 people are not realized. So it is possible. I've seen a lot of people. So once you try to realize, understand, then you will also come across such good people. We come across, in fact. Disenate Guptadhan. What is Guptadhan? What is the treasure? What is the treasure hunt here? To become a realized soul. Understanding the God inside us, merging with His, so that we become infinite soul only. Tayasi karne lage anjana gupta Paramatma Sajjana Sangati Shodhava. And for that purpose, Sadguru is there. Then Sajjan, you live with the Satjan, good people. Those who have realized soul, they are trying to realize God. Gupta Paramatma means that which is hidden inside everything. Everything is made up of God. But God remains aloof from this, and that is why he cannot see. That is what he is saying. He remains hidden into everything, and try to unhid him, that God from itself, and see the God everywhere. Beautiful wordings. And for that purpose, you have to go to the Sadguru, then he'll put, Anjan means he puts some kind of medicine into your eyes, and then you start seeing God everywhere. Something like that. Oh, beautiful words. रायाचे संधिद होता सहजीचे लागे श्रीमंतता तैसा सत्संग धरिता सद्वस्तू लावे. If you live with the rich people, so for a day you spend with the rich people, you think, oh, you get all the facility what they are getting. Like that. Even if you are a beggar, still if you live with the God, you'll live the life of the Paramatma Swarup. Satsanga inside you, Satsanga will be there, and you will be getting Sat Vastu, the good thing you are going to get. That is Atma Jnana. At all the moments you can do that. And you can achieve that at all the moments. It is every moment achievement, in fact. Sadvastu se labh hai sadvastu. Now this, money goes behind the people, rich people only. Because they invest, they gain, they invest, they gain. Like that. Good things will be given to good people only. Sadvastu se labh hai sadvastu. So, it is true with the bad things as well. Bad people go to bad things and all those things. Sadvastu slabh hai sadvastu. Good things go behind the good people and do good things only. Avyavestas avyavestu. Those who are living life like anything, they will get anything. Something that is not meant for this paramarthic life. Pahata prashastasa prashastu vichalam. If you live a magnanimous mind, and magnanimous mind, you will live a magnanimous life. So you will get that kinds of thoughts into your mind, and you live a super powerful life inside your mind. People may or may not come to know. I've seen so many people, many times I told you, they are living such life around the world, not only in India, but their names are not known to even anybody. They know how to hide from the people, as if God knows how to hide from the people. These people also know how to hide from the people. They live a normal life. They might be, beggars. They might be, homeless. They might be living in the Himalayas. They might be rich or poor or this or that. But they are living a rich life inside their mind. I've seen a lot of such people. Okay. Raj Sandhidh just now saw Sadvastu lave Sadvastu, we saw that. Mhanoni हे दृश्य जाता अवघेची आहे अशाश्वत. Yat drushtam tad nashtam. Whatever you are seeing or not seeing, that it is going to get vanish into unseen, going to get perish someday, sometime. Avghechi ahe ashashvat. Everything I already said. Ashashvat means that is going to, which is going to perish. Even changing is also, change is the constant, because everything is moving towards the end. Death is the reality of life, for example. So everything is dead. Then what is left? Everything becomes Paramatma. Try to understand. Once I said, you see, a sadhu can see God every moment, means generation, organization, destruction at all the moments. Because in the past, what had happened has merged with the God. Right now, whatever is generating is going to get merged in the God. What is getting organized nowadays, it is going to get perished in the God. So God is the only constant. Try understand. Paramatma Achyuta Ananta. Same thing he is saying. That Paramatma is Achyut. It cannot be, Achyut means it doesn't have end. It is Ananta, it is infinite. So yeah, Drushya Vegra. It remains, Drushya Vegra means it remains detached from whatever you see. Drushya Vegra Drushyantari. Whatever you see, it makes distance from himself. That whatever you are saying, that is God. Sarvatma to Sacharachari. That Sarvatma, everything is made up of God. That God is everywhere. Charachiri, that which moves yet, which cannot move. Vichar pahata antari nishchay bani. When you start thinking over this, you understand this, and you will come to realize that this is the truth for sure. Nishchit means for sure. Sansar त्याग न करिता. You don't have to live this world. You live a life into your family only. Still you can become a sadhu, a sannyasi, whatever you want to say, a realized soul inside your mind. Of course, once you become realized soul, it is reflected through your behavior. That is also true. Prapanchi upadhina sandita means this upadhi, it doesn't mean to always advocate, doctor, this king, prime minister, president, or a beggar, a lady, a gent, or this or that, this species, that species. These are upadhi, means that a name given to that entity. You don't have to live that. With living with that upadhi, with that name or everything, you still can become a realized soul. જેનાमध्ये સાર્થકતા વિચારે છે. So you live with all the common people, like common people, and still you can become an enlightened soul. Just think over it. Sar vichar. You try to analyze everything. Go inside your mind and see, oh, the same thing which I can see inside is also outside. विचारायची होय. हे प्रचितीचे बोलणे. This is what I have experienced. Samarth Ramdas is saying. विवेके प्रचित पाहणे, and I can see that God everywhere. प्रचित पाहते शहाणे अन्यथा नोय. And that I can see that then only I am telling you. I am not telling you without my experience. Samarth Ramdas. सप्रचित अनुमान, सप्रचित आणि अनुमान, उधार आणि रोकडे धन, मानस पूजा, प्रत्यक्ष दर्शन या समहदांतर. This is my experience. Then I am telling you, and it is not like that I am going to be enlightened in next life. No, that is the date. I don't take date. He is saying this is the reality that I am telling you at this moment. With the Manas Puja also I have seen the God, and he used to have food with the Hanumanji. In fact, he used to discuss a lot of things with him, and a lot of his disciples saw he has been having food with Hanumanji. Then he discussed and planned very well and implemented all those things. Samarth Ramdas, I am telling you, the Guru of Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, so he saw the Ram, he saw the Hanumanji, and he could see the Ram and the infinite God everywhere. He became a realized soul, and then only he is telling. That is what he is saying. पुढे जन्मांतरी होणार हा तो अवघात उधार, पैसा नव्हे सारा सारा तत्काळ लाभे. So you take loan and then you create something. It is not like that. This is whatever I am telling. You can become a realized soul at this moment if you understand it properly. Live a life, a pure life like what I am telling you. Then only you can remain a realized soul forever. तत्काळाची लाभ होतो, प्राणी संसारी सुटतो, संशय अवघाची तुटतो जन्म मरणाचा. Immediately you become realized soul, you get the profit of your life, and the prani, the species, gets rid of these, whatever the fantastic things are there, and you become realized soul. You get mukti, salvation, and all those things, and you go beyond the cycle of 8.4 million births. You break that cycle, you become realized soul. याची जन्मे येण्याची काळे. In this birth, at this moment, संसारी होईजे निरा. You have become realized soul. मोक्ष पाविजे निश्चय स्वरूपाकार. You achieved the moksha. You have become nischala. You have become calm and quiet and one with the God. Swarupakara. You have become one with the Swarup. We saw last time what is Swa means self. Rup means that Swa means Paramatma. Rupa means you become one with that at all the times. Within this body, at this moment, you can become a realized soul. Just you have to walk the path I have told you. That is for sure. Now, he is warning us. ये गोष्टीचं करी अनुमान. If you doubt this, तो सिद्धीची पावायला पतन. So even if you are a realized soul, then also you lose your path. Just trust me. मिथ्यावदे त्या साण उपासनेची. Means if you say this is a false, that is a falsehood, it doesn't exist. He's brainwashed, and he's not real as soul. He has lost his life. He has wasted his life. Whatever you are saying, then you should realize that I promise you that you will not remain on the good path if you start doubting me. That is what he's warning us. हे यथार्थची आहे बोलणे, विवेके शीघ्रची मुक्त होणे, असूनही काहीच नसणे जनामध्ये. So this is the crux of the life, that you have to become realized soul and remain one with the God at all the time. And you can realize this with Sara Vichar, good and what is good and what is bad, and you can become Sigra Mukta. Immediately at this moment you can become Mukta, Brahmadhyani, Atmadhyani, and you are there, but you still get detached in the worldly life. Janamade means in this world, in the society you remain, but you remain detached from the society because you have become realized soul. As the God remains detached from everything, you also become one with the God. You also remain detached from the society. Beautiful words. Devapada hai nirguna. Devapadi ananyapana. Now this formless God is there, with which you have to become one. You have to become ananya, means you have to surrender yourself to that formless God. Hachi artha pahata purna samadhan bane. Then when you realize this, you become one with the God, you become realized soul, enlightened soul, and then only you get samadhan. You get ultimate peace in your life. Dehis vidhayi hone. In this body only, you remain a formless person. Karun काहीच न करणे. You are doing everything as work is worship. Still, you are doing nothing because God is doing everything from this body, mind and soul. जीवन मुक्तांची लक्षणे जीवन मुक्त जाणे. This kind of living legend, living mukta, living brahmadhyani, living atmadhyani, sadhu, sannyasi, enlightened soul, life of an enlightened soul, life of a sadhu, life of a sannyasi, life of a santa, life of a God, you are living Jivan Mukta. You remain all the time detached. Okay? Though you are living a normal life like anybody. एरवी हे खरे न वटे, अनुमानेची संध्या वाटे, संध्याचं मूळ तुटे सद्गुरू वचने. And that is why you should have Sadguru who tells you everything. And then you are, now if he thinks Sant Ramdas as a Sadguru, whatever he is telling, then what are the doubts we have, what are the, inside yourself is there, it has been plucked out, and we become one with the God at all the times. And don't doubt it. This is my experience. Your doubts vanish once you become realized. So this is what Sant Ramdas is telling. Iti Shri Dasbodh, Guru Shishya Samvade. Saar means the gist, Shodhan means searching, Nama Samasanawa. So this is the gist of life, that you have to search God inside yourself, and by getting rid of all the the rufflings are there, you get rid of that, and then you can see God inside and outside. And you should remain one with the God by work is worship, following all the ethics, values and humanitarian values and path you have to move on the Paramartha. And that is the gist of life. We are Paramatma, living in this body, serving the society. That is the gist of this Samas. This is what Sant Ramdas is saying. And that's how we have to live the life. Thank you very much.